they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Granite City and on the grounds of Granite City High School as we get you set for some Kahok baseball action. It is the playoffs, the Class 4A regional semifinals. One semifinal in the book and the other one getting ready to take place here between your Collinsville Kahawks and the O'Fallon Panthers. We welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Cullip Jennings Florist is a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. This week they have a dozen Peruvian lilies for $24.99. That does include the vase, so if you are interested in that special of the week at Cullip Jennings Florist, just simply stop on in the location there at 517 West Clay or give them a call. They can answer some questions for you. 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. We welcome you into the pre-game show. I'm Todd Duke, Josh Harder along with us as well. We are a little bit late. We had to wait for the game between Belleville West and Granite City to finish up, and boy, what an ending it was. Josh Hartle, the Granite City Warriors, in the bottom of the seventh inning, all they needed to do was collect 3 outs. Well, Belleville West had other ideas, an error, a walk, and a 3-run home run later, and it's a walk-off win for the Maroons.
Exactly. And, you know, those are things that you preach as a coach. You don't want to commit an error, and you don't want to walk people. And unfortunately, Freddie walked a guy, and then, you know, they gave up the big hit there, and the error that was in between the two. Those are just things that, as a coach, you just pray and hope that, you know, your team doesn't, you know, commit those errors and walk those guys in those pressure situations. So feel bad for Freddie, and I feel bad for Granite City. That's a tough loss.
Yeah, especially against the number 2 seed Maroons. Granite City came in as the number 6 seed and controlled most of that game. The error was committed at second base. It was a nice slow roller right after the walk, so it was a perfect setup for a 6-4-3 double play. But the shortstop got the ball and glove stuck together, and when he went to kind of scoop, shovel, all in one motion, the glove came off of his hand, the ball trickled out, and everybody was safe, and the next guy up hits a 3-run home run.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just one of those things that sometimes happens. It kind of looked like the ball actually stuck deep in the pocket of his glove, and the hand was in there too. He couldn't get him out, just trying to rush and try to get it out, and it just all fell apart for him.
Yeah. All right, so Belleville West moves on after defeating Granite City 4-3, so that means that the Maroons will await the winner of this game between Collinsville and O'Fallon. The Panthers come in as the number 3 seed. Collinsville comes in as the number 5 seed, and whoever wins this game will face Belleville West. Right now, scheduled for Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. We'll have to see if that one holds true. I know they've already moved the softball game from that same date and time because they're expecting some rain in the area on Saturday, so we'll have to hold off and see what happens as far as the championship game is concerned. We will take our first break here on the Culp Jennings Flores pregame show. Had a chance to catch up with Collinsville head coach Ryan Warnicki. We'll pass along that conversation to you next as the Culp Jennings Flores pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network. Culp Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Culp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Culp Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Culp Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Culp Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, culpjennings.com. And we welcome you back into the Culp Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're in Granite City. Yes, that's where we are. We are in Granite City as your Collinsville Kahoks baseball team gets ready to take on the O'Fallon Panthers in a little 4A semifinal semifinal playoff action. Joining us now is Ryan Warnicki, the head coach of the Collinsville Kahoks. Well, it's just been a crazy season all the way around, man. So why not, on the day you're supposed to play a playoff game, you get told that you're going to go somewhere else and you end up back where you started?
Oh, I would have expected nothing less. Just the way this season's gone, it's expect the unexpected. Yeah.
Go ahead and tell me what you guys have been doing. I know that you guys were supposed to play Tuesday. That got rained out. Then Wednesday, I guess Belleville West had graduations, couldn't play that day. So here you are today. So what have you been doing in the meantime?
Mostly just hitting. We got to get on the field yesterday and have a little competition day. We split the team up into 3 separate teams, let them compete against each other. Just have a little fun, actually. So just trying to keep it light and just so we're nice and relaxed going into this game.
How are the guys when they have these little competitions against themselves?
Oh, they love it. They love it. They get into it. They definitely fight and scratch and claw, and they definitely want to win. We definitely have the fight to win.
All right, talk to us about the last game we did. That was the Jerseyville game, and you pitched Chris Tillman on the mound. Man, freshman was awesome.
No, Chris did great. He did pretty much exactly what I expected him to do, just based on what I've seen all year of him at the freshman level. He pitched a JV game and did basically the same thing. He throws strikes. He's got good stuff, and the future is very bright for him.
All right, talk to us about your team as a whole right now. How are you guys health-wise heading into the postseason?
A little banged up, but starting to get healthy with a couple of guys. Camden Fry is back from this concussion that he's had, but obviously we lost Noah Scrum to surgery. Devin Bobinet is feeling better and able to move around much better, so we feel good about him playing third base today.
Going with Schiller on the hill today for game number 1 in the playoffs. Why'd you make that choice?
He's been our best pitcher down the stretch, the most consistent guy. He throws strikes. He gives us a chance. He keeps us in the game, and I felt like he needed to be rewarded for that.
All right, you have O'Fallon today. Obviously, you guys know each other very well. What are you expecting from the O'Fallon Panthers today?
Oh, they're going to be tough. We know that they're going to have a good pitcher on the mound, that we're going to have to scratch and claw to figure out how to score some runs. They're always good defensively. And their hitters are always very disciplined, and we're going to have to throw strikes. They are not going to give us anything for free.
All right, flip side, your team. What do you expect out of your boys?
I just want to see us have fun. I want us to enjoy playing baseball like we did in the beginning of the year, and just get back to how we were before.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck today.
All right, thank you.
That is Ryan Warnicki, your head coach of your Collinsville Kahoks baseball team. We'll take a break here on the Culp Jennings Flores pregame show. When we come back, the starting 9 for both O'Fallon and Collinsville coming your way on the Kahok Sports Network. Culp Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Culp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Culp Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. And we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke and Josh Hartle along with you. We get you set here for the semifinal regional game between Collinsville and O'Fallon. The winner will move on Saturday morning and take on Belleville West after their walk-off win in the bottom of the seventh inning over host Granite City by a score of 4-3. Let's take a look at some of the numbers that we have for you. O'Fallon comes into this game 24-8 on the year, while Collinsville checks in at 13-16. O'Fallon, they're scoring about 7.2 runs a game, while Collinsville scores about 5.3. On the flip end, O'Fallon allows about 3.6 runs per game, while Collinsville allows exactly 6 runs per game. So, Josh, those numbers are going to have to change if Collinsville wants to win this game.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of been the battle all year for Collinsville, is actually putting runs on the board. You see those numbers and they're so close, it's indicative to their schedule too. You see a lot of Collinsville games that were lost in the late innings, and 1 and 2 run games, and it shows on the numbers.
Sure does. All right, so a little bit deeper we go. Collinsville, of course, under their first-year head coach Ryan Warnicki. O'Fallon under a first-year coach as well in Joe Bauer. He took over for Jason Ports, and Ports was there for 16 years and had a pretty stellar 16 years over there at O'Fallon as well. 469 wins to only 140 losses.
It's a pretty good record.
Not bad. Qualified 2 times for state, finished 3rd. Both of those times, 2006, they went 35-7, and then they did it again in 2009 with a record of 32-10. And those 2 records right there, the 35-7 was the best in school history. They also qualified in 1974, 1976, and 1994, but they did not make it out of the Elite 8 schedule, so therefore no other trips other than those 3 and the 2 third-place finishes. This, by the way, is the 99th year of baseball for the O'Fallon Panthers. In that 99 years, 1,520 wins to 693 losses. That's a lot of baseball.
Yeah, it is a lot of baseball.
Warnicki, as we told you, first-year coach. He took over for Pete Trapp. Coach Trapp was here for 12 years. He went 194 and 197, won a regional title and a sectional title, all back in 2008. That was the last time that Collinsville won a regional title, and Collinsville went 22-12 that year. Of course, Collinsville, they do have 2 state championships under their belt. 1941, they went 15-4 under L.W. Fletcher, and then in 1980, my junior year of high school there, the Kahawks went 33-4 under Russ Keene. Keene took the 83 team back to state as they went 22-9 that year and took second. Since then, no return trips to the state level. Collinsville, 4 regional championships and 1 sectional championships under their belt besides those 2 state championships. Head-to-head this year, these teams split. Lost at Fletcher Field 7-5 back on April the 16th, and then the very next day, the 17th, at O'Fallon, Collinsville won that game 3-2, so kind of a flip-flop. You lose one on the other team's turf, and they come and beat you on your turf.
Yeah, I saw that couple times the last couple years between O'Fallon and Edwardsville, East-West. It really doesn't matter in this conference, home field advantage. All the teams in this conference are tough away and home.
They sure are. Last year, Kahawks lost both the home and away series, 13-3 at O'Fallon and 10-2 at Fletcher Field. The last time these two teams met in the playoffs was May of 2017, and that was a home game for O'Fallon. Collinsville really got it handed to them early in that game and lost 11-2 to open up regional play. They also lost in 2012, 4-3. That was at Belleville West. And the last time that Collinsville beat O'Fallon in playoff action was in a sectional semi game. That was a 6-5 win by Collinsville at Illinois Wesleyan University back in May of 2008. And as we mentioned, that was the last time that Collinsville won a regional championship. They beat Manuka 4-3 in the sectional championship game before they lost in super sectional play that year, 5-0 to Nicowa Valley. Collinsville also lost in 2007 in the playoffs to O'Fallon, 11-0. That was at Triad in the regional championship game, and they lost 4-3 in 2004. That was also at Triad, and that was in the openers of the regional. So overall that time, over the last 20 years, the record's a little bit lopsided for the Collinsville Kahawks. 6 wins to 33 losses. You count the 1-4 playoff record, and Collinsville has won 7 games and lost 37 to these O'Fallon Panthers over the last 20 years. Not a good mark.
No, not at all. But when you look at the type of teams that they had to match up with, I mean, it kind of makes sense, the records.
Think your son knows where the camera is?
I think so. He might be showing off. I don't know.
Standing right in front of it, yeah. Showing off his number, big number 16. Garrett Morski, everybody. Garrett Morski, give him a hand. All right. We are going to take another break here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. As you can tell, we've already run out of stuff to talk about. As O'Fallon has already taken their infield warm-ups, Collinsville doing that right now. So we will take a break. We'll come back and we'll pass along the starting lineups. We'll do that for you next here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are still watching Collinsville take their infield practice, which I'm guessing has at least another 5 minutes left, and as you can tell from the last time we were here, we have a little bit of a different camera angle. The problem is when you show up at a baseball stadium and the game's going on, and it's packed from one end to the next, full of fans sitting in their seats, well, you can't very well ask them to move, so you can set up and get ready for the next game. So I had to set up where I could, and this is where we ended up. So I hope everything works out all right. I know I got home plate and first base in view, so that's the way we usually work things here. And you O'Fallon fans, in case you haven't checked one of our games out on the old Kahok Sports Network yet, the camera doesn't move. Matter of fact, I can't even reach the camera at this point. It's over there somewhere. And we're sitting down, man. I don't usually get to do games sitting down.
I don't mind the sitting down part. You know, the angle part, I mean, hey, at least there's a little bit of a view.
Yes, a little bit of a view. We are not in the sun. We're in the shade, so it's a little bit cooler. And the only other thing you're going to notice is because of where the camera is sitting, you will see people walking in front of it back and forth as they go to the facilities and the concession stand here at Granite City, like that gentleman that just walked by. So something that you're just going to have to get used to here as we roll along here in this game. Collinsville, of course, if they win this game, we'll be back Saturday morning. We won't have to worry about that. We'll be the only game going. We'll get here early enough to get things set up, and we'll be all right. So all we got to do is get past this one. Here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with the O'Fallon Panthers. I believe they are the home team today. That's the way I have it set up on the scoreboard. So for the O'Fallon Panthers, leading off and playing third base is Logan Lowry. Batting second and playing shortstop is Josh Gibson. Wes Collins is in left field, batting in the number 3 spot. Batting cleanup is the catcher, Kyle Becker. The DH for this afternoon, hitting for the pitcher, is Tyler Stanton. He bats in the number 5 spot. In the 6th hole and playing first base is Cody Bauer. Luke Bean, he plays second base and bats 7th. And then your final 2 outfielders batting 8th and 9th. Drew Tebby in right field batting 8th, and TJ Morgan in center field batting 9th. Luke Gasser will be the pitcher, who will not be batting here in this game for the O'Fallon Panthers. For your Collinsville Kahawks, Jake Holton will lead things off, and he will play second base. Devin Bovanet in the number 2 spot, holding down the hot corner at third base. TJ Williams is in right field and will bat third. Batting cleanup and playing the role of designated hitter is Sam Phelps. Spencer Vlasic is behind the plate and batting in the number 5 spot. Carson Richardson, bats 6th and plays first base. Camden Fry, coming back off of an injury, is back in the starting lineup. He'll bat 7th and play shortstop. Riker Kane and Kyle Moore will round out your number 8 and 9 hitters. Kane in left field and Kyle Moore in center field. And Brady Schiller will be on the mound taking care of the pitching duties today for Collinsville, but he, of course, will not bat. There are your starting lineups, and I told you we were going to run out of things to talk about. So we'll talk about, what do you want to talk about? Blues?
Well, we could talk about the Blues. I mean, that's kind of what everybody in the St. Louis area is talking about right now.
I think so, right? Well, they don't play till Monday, so we've got some time off, man. It's a long ways away, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But the Bruins have also had a longer time. I can't think that plays well into the Blues' hands. Having a conversation with one of my buddies, and he brought up that fact, and I said it'd be beneficial for the Blues to come out play that first period like they've started every first period of this playoffs, and just come out and hit them in the mouth. And, just kind of see what Boston's made of. They come out firing early. You could see the Blues sneak 1, maybe 2 games, the first 2.
Hope so. And I like the little tidbit of information you receive every once in a while. I like this one. Let's see, the Columbus Blue Jackets swept the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round, then lost in the second round. Islanders swept Pittsburgh in the first round, then lost in the second round. Carolina swept the New York Islanders in the second round, then lost in the third round. And the Boston Bruins just swept the Carolina Hurricanes in the third round, and
they will lose in the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's right. That's if you're going to follow conventional wisdom and the
I think you have to,
and the map that's been set before you, I think you have to kind of feel like that. All right, let's switch and talk a little bit about softball. Collinsville yesterday, a big game for them. They started off on the wrong side of a 3-0 score early on in that game. In the first inning against Granite City, before you knew it, it was 3-0, but Collinsville came right back and scored 4 runs in the bottom half of the first. Back and forth it went for a little while. Granite City would take the lead. Collinsville would get the lead back, and then the Collinsville Kahawks put together a 4-run inning late and made that hold up, and Collinsville went on to win that game 10-6, so they will be facing Edwardsville. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 at Edwardsville, and we are scheduled to have that game for you on the Kahok Sports Network. The only way that won't happen is if they decide, well, if Collinsville wins this game here today and they decide to move that regional championship game to Friday, then we'll do that one and let the boys take their tablets and do the game on Facebook of the softball game. But right now, we are planning on being at Edwardsville tomorrow at 4:30 for a regional championship matchup between Edwardsville and Collinsville. In the other regional, the Belleville East Regional, well, one game in the books as O'Fallon downed Belleville East by a score of 3-2. That actually took place yesterday. They flip-flopped things because Belleville West was supposed to play on Wednesday, but they had graduation ceremony, so they are playing today. That game got underway at 4:30, probably over by now. I'll check my scorebook here in just a little bit. So O'Fallon waiting in the wings for the Saturday regional championship game against the winner of Alton and Belleville West. And, of course, we told you here earlier this afternoon that Belleville West came back and had a walk-off 3-run home run to down Granite City 4-3 yesterday. Edwardsville downed Quincy in the Alton Regional by a score of 11-1. And earlier today, Belleville East and Alton hooked up. And as soon as I find out scores on those baseball and softball games I just mentioned, of course, we will pass those along to you. We are just about ready as Collinsville has finished taking their infield. So we'll take our final break here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. And when we come back, we'll have some baseball action for you. Collinsville versus O'Fallon. Regional semifinal baseball playoff action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com.
Back here at Granite City, Todd Duke and Josh Hartle along with you as the managers meet with the umpires down at home plate. And we get you set for this game here between Collinsville and O'Fallon. All right, I did check the score stream while we were gone, and earlier today, man, I'm just getting all kinds of buzzes over here. Earlier today, Belleville East defeated Alton by a score of 3-0 in the Alton Regional, so that's a baseball score for you, and that means that Edwardsville and Belleville East will meet up in the championship game at 11 o'clock Saturday morning at Alton. We already know that Belleville West has won their regional here today. They will take on the winner of this game between Collinsville and O'Fallon. That's also scheduled for Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, and we can update our softball brackets as well. It'll be Collinsville taking on Edwardsville tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 in one regional championship, and the other one had Belleville West defeating Alton today by a score 3-1. So Alton takes it on the chin on both the softball side and the baseball side today. And it'll be Belleville West taking on O'Fallon in the Belleville East Regional. That'll take place, still scheduled, I guess, Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. I haven't updated that one yet, but we will here as we go along. I get a text message from my wife. My daughter's friend Melanie is coming over to spend the night, so beer on the patio. It's not raining. Party time, she says.
Hey.
I gotta love my wife. That's our favorite thing to do is to hang out on our patio. We have outdoor speakers that are put up on the wall, and we get the turntable going inside, and we sit outside and just relax and have a good time listening to music. It's one of the joys in life, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny how, when you're 55 years old, that those things are the joys in your life. Back when I was 25, I'd be like, I got to go somewhere and do something with somebody. I don't know where and how, but it's going to happen now.
Well, I'm not quite in the 50s yet, but I do also enjoy sitting at home on my patio, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those little things in life you enjoy as you get older. All right, it looks like we are just about ready for some business. Let's take care of some business while we have a moment to. Let's go ahead and thank the city of Collinsville. Why? Because, well, they have some cool stuff coming up here. The city of Collinsville is one of our sponsors, has been for the last couple of years. And if you would like information on anything coming up, all you have to do is go to www.collinsville.org, and you will find out everything you need to know. Can't wait for this one, Memorial Day Block Party and Fireworks. That's coming up this weekend, kids. It's coming up Sunday. Going to pick up my grandboys tomorrow, and we're going to head down there and check that out. They are going to have their first ever block party and summer bang with live music, food, games, and more. It's from 4 to 9 o'clock, and it takes place in the parking lot area out there where Splash City and the Gateway Park is.
Yep.
And there's going to be a dunking booth there. Did you see who's going to be in the dunking booth? Oh, yeah, man. Coach Clay Smith's going to be in the dunking booth. Popovich is going to be in the dunking booth. Brett Swip is going to be in the dunking booth.
Can't think of a better group of guys to dunk into hopefully a cold.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tank of water.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna load up with some cash. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna load up on a whole bucket full of softballs. I think is what they use, and see if I can't dunk me some coaches.
Worth every penny.
I'm telling you. That'll be fun. That'll take place Sunday from 4 to 9. Again, fireworks are at 8:30. It's not a water park thing. I called to find that out. So it's not a water park thing. It just happens to be in the parking lot and that open field area there where the water park is because they have all that room. So that's what's going on. All right, we have a baseball game getting ready to go on, and the man on the hill for the O'Fallon Panthers is Luke Gasser. And during the season, Luke Gasser has started 11 games, so this is his 12th start. He has one complete game, 5-3 on the year, just about 50 innings pitched, and a 4.49 earned run average. He leads the team with 55 strikeouts to 19 walks and has a whip of 1.47. So those are some pretty good numbers there for the O'Fallon starting pitcher, Luke Gasser.
Yeah, you're going to have to, if you're Collinsville, you're going to have to be swinging today. Gasser doesn't walk guys. He's a high strike guy, throws with some velocity, has a really good off-speed pitch. So Collinsville's going to have to be on their toes and ready to swing the bats today.
Jake Holton will lead things off here for Collinsville. And on the year, young Mr. Jake Holton. Where is he on here? Oh, well, I can't find him. What happened there? Oh, there he is. 321, 7 runs batted in. First pitch, swing and a miss, and we are underway.
May have been a swing and a miss, but that's a good sign for Collinsville early on here. Jake Holton ready to swing the bat.
After this next pitch from Gasser to Holton, we'll set the O'Fallon defense for you. Here is the 0-1, and it's a called strike on the outside corner. Wes Collins is in right field. T.J. Morgan in center. Drew Tebby is over in, did I say left? Right field. Collins is in left. Drew Tebby's in right. We'll try this all over again after another pitch. Gasser to Holton. That one's a little high and outside. Okay, Wes Collins in left. T.J. Morgan in center. Drew Tebby in right. Logan Lowry's at third base. Josh Gibson is at short. Luke Bean is at second. Cody Bauer at first base. And Gasser is on the hill pitching to Kyle Becker behind the plate. Swing and a miss by Holton. Down on strikes goes the first Collinsville batter, and that's the way this one gets going.
Not surprised there. Two straight strikes, a ball wedged in between there, and one Kahok in the book.
Devin Balvanette due up next, batting .353 on the year with 18 runs batted in. He's been close a couple of times this year to hitting one out of the ballpark, but he's still stuck with the goose egg in the HR department.
Yeah, today's a good day to get off that goose egg, that's for sure.
First pitch, a little bit outside, misses the mark. Got that a called strike in the previous batter. Jake Holton up to the plate. We're just underway. Holton already out. Above the net, up to the plate. TJ Williams waits on deck. Swing and a miss, and I don't
There's
think.
that off-speed pitch.
Yeah, I don't think. I think above the net was looking fastball.
Yeah, foot was down. He was way out in front. He was ready for another fastball and didn't get one.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The right-hander Gasser back to work, and here's the pitch. Swing and a high pop fly. That one's right behind second base, and off to the left, the second baseman, Luke Bean, comes down with the catch, 2 away. I didn't even see that ball go up in the air.
It's a little hard to see where the ball's where the ball's going off the bat here with that white, light blue sky. It's hard to pick up, especially coming out of the shade here.
Here's TJ Williams. He comes in batting .270 on the year with a couple of home runs and 18 RBIs. He and Bovenet, as I mentioned earlier, both with 18 runs batted in on the year. That's tied for best on the team.
Yeah, TJ's had a really good year this year.
First pitch from Gasser. Hits that outside corner. Umpire likes that outside corner so far.
We've established that the outside corner is about 2 inches off the plate, and that could be good for both pitchers here.
Gasser ready with the 0-1. To Williams, here it is. Swinging a pop fly out of play. I can't see anything, so you'll tell me if it's getting ready to hit me in the head, right?
Yep.
I got my scoreboard here.
It'll just be a guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'm having a hard time following it.
I'm picking it up out of his hand, but after it hits the bat, it's
a
little tough to pick up.
0-2 to TJ Williams. Gasser 1 pitch away from having himself a 1-2-3 opening inning. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that was in the same spot, wasn't it? Just
maybe
about.
A little bit further outside. Gives you that illusion the catcher was set up on that corner, and he didn't move his glove an inch, but, you know, that doesn't mean it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the next pitch to Williams. Swinging a grounder to the second baseman, Bean. He's up with it and over in time to first. And the O'Fallon Panthers indeed do have themselves a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the home half of the first inning, and right now, no score.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 4-hour towing and has 3 locations.
Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether you're building a new home or making an addition to the home you currently own, or maybe finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor that you can trust. They provide the highest quality. They are dedicated to their customers, and they are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466 or online, pacedesignconstruct.com. Well, Fallon comes up to the plate here in their half of the first inning. It'll be Logan Lowry, Josh Gibson, and Wes Collins. If anyone can get on, Kyle Becker will have a chance to face Brady Schiller. And Brady on the year, this is his 14th game played in. This is his 5th start, 5-2 with a little over 35 innings pitched. He has a 4.83 earned run average. Schiller leads the team in strikeouts with 36. He's walked 27, and that brings him with a whip of 2.04. First person he'll face is Logan Lowry. Lowry comes in batting .250 with 14 runs batted in on the year, as he steps in from the right side and becomes the first batter of the afternoon for O'Fallon. It's the righty Schiller against the righty Lowry. Here's the first pitch for Collinsville, and it's right down the middle.
Good start from Brady Schiller there, and a guy who definitely struggles or has struggled with his walks. Hopefully he's going to stay in the strike zone.
A little bit inside on that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. We're just underway. Bottom of the first, no score. Schiller looks in, has his sign, and brings it home.
Good pitch.
Strike called on the outside corner as Lowry was scoring around a bunt and then took it back. Let's set the defense for Collinsville. Riker Kane is in right field. Kyle Moore in center. TJ Williams in right field. Devin Bovinette at third. Camden Fry at short. Jake Holton is at second base as the next pitch misses. Carson Richardson over at first base, and Spencer Vlasic is behind the plate catching Brady Schiller. 2-2 the count to Logan Lowry, third baseman for O'Fallon. Swinging a shot right past Camden Fry at shortstop. And O'Fallon comes out hitting right off the bat.
Well, that's what Brady Schiller's got to do, though. He's got to put the ball over the plate and give his defense a chance. If Brady wants to go deep in this game, try not to walk guys. That's really what he has to do. He just needs the defense to step up behind him.
That'll bring up Josh Gibson. Gibson on the year, batting .419. He has 6 home runs and 32 runs batted in. Those 6 home runs tie him for the team lead with his teammate who's on deck, Wes Collins.
Yeah, Josh Gibson is one of the guys that makes this offense go for O'Fallon, that's for sure.
1-0 the count to Gibson. And swinging a foul ball. Josh Gibson, of course, I recognize the name from historical proportions. A very, very great baseball player back in the Negro Leagues. They say him and Cool Papa Bell were two of the best. Runner goes, pitches a swing and a foul ball out of play.
Good job by Brady Schiller there. Came back with a breaking ball. Had Josh just out in front of that one and saved a runner getting to second there and gives Brady a chance for a strikeout here as he goes ahead 2-1, or 1-2, sorry.
Runner at first, that's Logan Lowry. He took off on the last pitch. We'll see what he wants to do on the 1-2. Schiller from the stretch throws over. Back in safely is Lowry. They just turned the lights on before this game. Sunset, probably about an hour away, but there the runner goes again, and another foul ball out of play.
Another good breaking ball by Schiller there, keeping Josh off balance just a little bit.
Count stays at 1-2. We're in the middle of Natland down here, man.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from. All of a sudden, we're surrounded.
Yeah. Schiller, another 1-2 on the way. Swinging another foul ball out of play.
It's a good battle here.
It is. Running out of baseballs real quick.
Glad we don't have to go chase them.
Uh-huh. Let somebody a lot younger than me do that. Of course, they had 3 brand new white baseballs to start off with. I think those are all out of play now.
All scuffed.
Yeah. And a step off by Schiller, and that forces Lowry back.
Good job by Schiller there. Lowry was looked like he was getting ready to take off.
Carson Richardson over there holding him on. Another 1-2 pitch. Nope, instead another throw to first, and back in there with another slide is Logan Lowry. Schiller. Ready to bring it home. Runner goes again, swinging another foul ball.
Gonna run Lowry out of gas over there.
Yeah, they are. He's doing wind sprints. 90 feet wind sprints.
Again, let the younger kids do that.
Yeah. I'm all for that. I'm all for watching. I had my moments in the sun doing this, playing this game. A 1-2 pitch, swing and a pop fly. This one is heading toward the outfield grass, but in the dirt. Shortstop, Camden Fry pulls it down for out number 1.
I tell you what, we may have to go back to this at bat later in the game and
That's a good
revisit
battle.
this because Brady Schiller just did a great job against a great hitter, guy hitting over 400, and he was able to put him away.
There is Wes Collins. As I mentioned, he and Josh Gibson lead the team with 6 home runs each. Collins batting a robust .440 with 34 runs batted in on the year.
Yes, he did.
And they say he did swing.
Yeah, I was hoping they were going to call that. I saw it from back here, but I was hoping the umpire in the middle there saw that one.
Runner at first base, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. Schiller checks on his runner and brings it home. Runner goes, swinging another foul ball. Every time Logan Lowry takes off from first base, his battery mates foul it.
I don't know if he wants to have a conversation with his teammates here that are in the box and just maybe let him take a pitch.
Yeah. See if he can straight up steal. They're trying to employ the hit and run. Meanwhile, they're gassing Logan down there. He's not going this time, swinging a foul ball that stays at home plate. And 0-2 the count to Wes Collins, the left fielder for O'Fallon. Kyle Becker, the catcher, waits on deck.
Good job by Brady Schiller to get ahead here. He's got a couple pitches he can work with here without having to throw anything heavy over the middle of the plate.
How about a 6-4-3 double play?
I'll take that.
Sure. Here's another 0-2. Runner goes, swinging a, is it a miss or a foul tip?
Foul tip,
That's
and
what I
it
thought.
scored out of Vlasic's glove.
Yep.
Vlasic could have hung on there.
Yep.
We'd had another strikeout, or had a strikeout, but unfortunately.
Foul ball. Lowry has to go back to first base. He's down at second.
He thought he got to go to second base.
Yep.
Poor kid's probably tired.
The second and the third inning yesterday in that Lady Kahawks softball game against Granite City. Back-to-back innings, the Kahawks pulled off double plays. A 6-4-3 double play in the second, and then a 6 to unassisted for the first out at second base, and then Darby Tarrant threw it over to first for the second out. So she was on the front end of both of those double plays yesterday for the Lady Kahawks. Double plays will get you out of a jam every time.
Absolutely.
0-2 the count still to Wes Collins. Lowry leads, and he goes. Pitch high, swing and a miss, throw. Oh, took a bad bounce. And Lowry is in there safely as Wes Collins strikes out for out number 2.
Yeah, not quite the strike him out, throw him out double play, but I think either way, Collinsville should be happy with getting another out there.
That'll bring up Kyle Becker. Becker on the year, batting .230, 1 home run, 14 runs batted in. As the traffic continues in front of the camera.
At least it's not during a pitch.
No. Need some of those Blues ushers. You got to stand up and wait until the play's over.
We need a
throw
curtain.
to second. Oh.
I think that hit everybody.
Yeah, popped out of Jake Holton's glove, but that was going to be a close play if it stays in his glove and maybe is up about 5 inches. 2 outs, runner at second base. That is Logan Lowry. He's down there after a single and a stolen base. That pitch hits the outside corner, and Schiller is having a pretty good first inning despite the leadoff hit by Lowry.
Yeah, he's looked really good, even though he gave up that leadoff single. He's thrown strikes. He hasn't walked anybody. He's stayed ahead of hitters and put pressure on them to actually swing the bat.
Schiller looks into Vlasic, has his sign, and the 0-1 pitch. Instead of throw down to second, and the shortstop, Camden Fry, comes in this time. And that was just as close as the previous play.
Pretty close there. I think they're trying to wear out Lowry. A ball in outfield with as many times as he's ran in the last 5 minutes here. I don't know if I'd send him home.
0-1 pitch coming from Schiller to Becker. Here it is. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count, 2 outs. First game took a while to play. Walk-off win to Belleville West, yeah.
Came down to the last inning there, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. Swing and a pop fly. This one's heading into that no man's land area out in center field, but Kyle Moore had plenty of time to adjust and come in and take care of it. So the leadoff single goes for naught as the O'Fallon Panthers strand their first runner of the game. We head now to the top of the second inning, and there is no score between Collinsville and O'Fallon.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Let's also thank Chapman Trucking LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. And that includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. After all, that's where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online, chapmantruckingllc.net. Top of the second is where we are. Middle of the order coming up here for Collinsville. Sam Phelps, the DH, will lead things off, followed by Spencer Vlasic and Carson Richardson, all to face Luke Gasser, who had a pretty easy 1-2-3 first inning in his opening frame of work.
Yeah, Gasser had an opportunity there to go 1-2-3, and Schiller just couldn't quite match him. But
close.
What, yeah, absolutely. Both of them were pretty efficient, and we'll see what second inning here has in store for us.
Of course, Collinsville is the visiting team, so Fallon will get the luxury of having the last at bat if they need it. Here is Sam Phelps' swing and a high fly into shallow center field, and Josh Gibson, the shortstop, out into the short grass to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, Phelps just missed that one. That one got in on his hands a little bit, and he was able to flare it out to short center, but anything in that area, Josh Gibson's going to track that ball down.
Phelps came in batting .310 with 9 runs batted in. That gives way for Spencer Vlasic. Vlasic on the year batting .257 with a long one and 11 runs batted in. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Spencer's quite improved himself at the plate this year. Struggled a little bit early on last year, especially being a sophomore and getting minimal at-bats, but he's done a great job this year. Figured out the swing and figured out how to get on base.
Swing and a miss at a ball that was low. Quickly 0-2.
Just as soon as I say something, right?
Yep, that's the way that goes usually.
Just trying to talk him into a hit.
Talk a little better.
I know.
Vlasic from the right side, already in an 0-2 hole. And here's the pitch. Outside, just missed.
Good field pitch by Gasser there. See if Vlasic's biting on the outside corner, and that one just about 6 or 8 inches off the plate there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Next pitch coming from Gasser. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Spencer Vlasic. Second strikeout in the game for Gasser. And there are 2 away.
That ball was up in the zone, and Spencer just couldn't get around quick enough to get any piece of that one.
Here is Carson Richardson, batting .162 on the year with a couple of runs batted in. Dimensions here at Granite City, 315 down the lines, 350 in the power alleys, and 395 to straightaway center field. Gasser ready to go to Richardson here. Swing and a foul ball out of play.
Yeah, not quite as deep as Kahok Stadium, or I guess it's Fletcher Field.
They let you do the same thing here, don't they?
Yeah, we're right along the
foul
edge
ball
of the road.
watching. Hitting cars and trees and houses. Here's the 0-1. Swinging another foul ball out of play.
That one's not going to quite make it to the road.
Nope. Almost hit the shed down there, though. Two outs in the inning.
They do have some bonus nets that go over the top of the shallow dugouts here that kind of keeps some of the balls in play.
Well, there was a rocket shot off one of the Belleville West bats that went right into their bench earlier in that game. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Richardson. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luke Gasser, and he has 3 strikeouts through the first 6 batters of this game. So Collinsville going down 1-2-3 in both the first and the second inning. The bottom of the second coming up next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you from Granite City. No score after 1.5 innings in the books. Bottom of the second inning coming up here as Brady Schiller continues taking his warm-up tosses. And it'll be the middle of the order. Tyler Stanton, the designated hitter. Cody Bauer and Luke Bean, if anyone can get on, the number 8 batter in the order for O'Fallon with a chance to bat in Drew Tebby. So far, 1 hit in this game. That is by Logan Lowry, who led off the first inning for O'Fallon with a hit. He was later stranded as Schiller got the rest of the group, 1, 2, 3 after that. And up to the plate steps Tyler Stanton, the designated hitter. And Stanton on the year, batting .286 with 18 runs batted in. He steps in from the right side. Schiller ready to go to work for inning number 2, and here's the first pitch. That's right down central. Strike 1.
Good start there. More of the same from Brady Schiller here. We'll see if he can continue this inning like he started last inning.
As the sign he wants from Vlasic, brings it in, and it's just a little bit too inside.
Short backstop here, and Vlasic takes the opportunity to go get that ball.
Yeah, it is a short one, and it's made out of brick as well, and they got the padding around it. And so when one goes back there, it'll bounce right back to a catcher. So you better be aware if you try to go on a wild pitch here. That one's inside as well. 2-1. Schiller ready with another. Here it is. Swing and another base hit. No, well, Fry got his glove on that one. That was almost in the exact same spot that Logan Lowry hit his leadoff single in the first.
Yeah, he couldn't have. I don't think if you put the video of the other one on top of that one, it would have been in any different of a spot.
No. I think Fry was cheating a little bit to his left this time around.
Yeah,
got a little closer.
Got a glove on it, but couldn't corral it.
That brings up Cody Bauer. Bauer for O'Fallon, batting .380 on the year with 22 runs batted in. And for the second inning in a row, the leadoff man is on for O'Fallon. Lowry got as far as second base before he was stranded. We'll see if Stanton has any ideas of running. He does not on this particular pitch, which was right down the middle with movement.
Pretty good pitch by Brady Schiller there to start off this at bat. See if he can continue the throw strikes here and maybe get another double or get a double play.
And the runner goes. Pitch hits the batter. So the first two have reached.
Don't mind the singles. Don't really like those free passes, and whether it's a walk or hit by pitch or
I agree.
An error. That's something that Collinsville can't afford.
Here is Luke Bean, batting .197 on the year with 4 runs batted in. Spells his last name B-I-E-H-N, pronounced Bean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Makes sense.
Sure. Turned around to bunt, trying to move the runners up into scoring position. And takes one low, ball 1. Sun has almost gone behind the buildings and the trees behind us, so not a lot of sun left on the field except for the extreme outfield in left and left center. Here's the pitch and a bunt back to the screen. Evens things out at 1-1. Wish these gnats would go away, though.
Yeah, I think that's our biggest biggest thing right now. Not heat, not cold weather.
No.
And certainly not wind today.
No, you can see the flag out in center field. It is pretty much still.
All those things are things that we've had to deal with this year.
Oh, yeah. Very windy days over at Fletcher Field, man. Here's another pitch, and then a bunt right in front of home plate. Picked up by Richardson. He'll throw over to first. Jake Holton covering. And the out will go 3-4. And the runners all move up. So Stanton over to third and Bauer on to second. And here is Drew Tebby. Tebby on the year batting .343 with 15 runs batted in. And he has runners in scoring position at second and third and one out.
Yeah, O'Fallon with an opportunity here. They've got 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. And you think here on a fly ball or even something slow on the infield, they might try and score.
Here's the pitch. That one's right down the middle as well. Schiller has put the ball right on the tee for him to hit it, leaving it up to his defense. So far, only a couple of balls have been put in play.
Yeah, Brady Schiller needs to continue doing what he's doing, just get the ball to the plate and see if his defense can make a play for him.
Here's the 0-1, swinging a foul ball out of play.
Well, he's certainly done a good job here with this batter here, jumping ahead 0-2 here.
Drew Tebby is the 8th man in the lineup. TJ Morgan waits on deck, the number 9 hitter. 1 out, runners at second and third, no score, bottom of the second. Schiller looks in, he's ready to go. Here's the pitch. Boy, he took a lot off of that one, and that one had some movement.
Yeah, it was a really good breaking ball. Buried it in the dirt. It's not a bad pitch when you're ahead 0-2.
Yeah.
See if you can get a swing and a miss. You know, a strikeout here would be huge for Brady.
Tebby digs back in from the right side. Schiller delivers another pitch. That hit him as well.
Yeah. Not much of an effort to get out of the way of the pitch there,
Nope.
but Brady Schiller did come inside there, and the opportunity for a free base just presented itself.
So bases loaded and a 1 out for TJ Morgan. Morgan on the year batting .207 with 9 runs batted in, and he has an opportunity to hit double digits in the RBI department on the year. And now Coach Warnicki will call a timeout. And that'll give us a chance to thank my buddy Peyton Blaylock. He is with Keller Williams Marquee Real Estate, and if you are in the market to buy or sell your home, well, then you need to give the Blaylocks a call. They, by the way, will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club if you buy or sell with Peyton or Emily Blaylock. Give them a call with Keller Williams Marquee, 618-780-4622, or online at www.blaylockteam.com.
Coach Warnicki comes out to talk to Schiller. They've got Morski getting loose in the bullpen down there. But I think more than anything, this conversation Warnicki's having with him is just to kind of stay within himself and keep throwing strikes and let the defense work. I don't think he has any intentions of taking Schiller out this inning.
No, I wouldn't think so either. I am kind of surprised, just me talking personally after watching what Tillman did on the mound against Jerseyville, that they didn't bring him out here and have him pitch this game.
Yeah, he's available. He's in the dugout as well, and you never know. We may see him by the end of this game.
I thought after that performance he put on the last regular season game of the year, he earned himself a start here in the postseason. But I'm not the manager or the coach, so, you know, that's just my thought. That's just what I think. I'll give you my opinion all the time. Doesn't mean it's right. Ask my wife.
I think what Collinsville needs is just guys that are going to throw strikes at this point.
Bases are loaded. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. He has started every batter off in this inning with a strike.
And that's what you have to do. Unfortunately, he's hit 2 guys, which, that's just rough. I mean, that, you get a ball inside, and it may not even be an intentional, ball. You're just trying to work inside, and there you go.
Strike 2.
Yeah, you're just trying to work inside and trying to make a guy jam and roll over on a pitch, and it just kind of skirts inside a little bit too far, and all of a sudden you got another guy on first base.
TJ Morgan in the hole 0-2. Strikeout would be huge here for Schiller and the Kahawks.
I think they'll take a ground ball to one of their guys on the corners or a strikeout.
Ooh, that one was almost in the same spot the last pitch was.
Yeah, just a little low.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 1 out, bases full of Panthers. Schiller looks into Vlasic, has his sign. Checks his runner at third base, brings it home. Swinging a shot for Fry, and he'll throw over to first base, and everybody's going to be safe. That was a tough play at shortstop for Camden Fry, deep in the hole.
Yeah.
By the time he got to the ball, everybody was already where they were going to be.
Yeah, you've got the infield drawn in, and Bobinet with, not a 100% foot over there, and he couldn't get to it. Camden Fry did a great job keeping it on the infield, which if that ball gets in the outfield, that's 2 runs.
Back to the top of the order as O'Fallon has broken the seal on the scoring here, and they lead 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning, and the bases are still loaded with just 1 out. Here is Logan Lowry, who led this game off with a base hit. Looks at a nice curve ball. It hits the outside corner.
And again, he starts off the batter with a strike. I mean, Brady Schiller's throwing strikes. I mean, the 2 blemishes in this inning so far have just been the 2 hit by pitches.
Yep, and one of them's at third right now, and the other one's at second. There's a strike on the inside corner, so he's bitten on both corners here.
Yeah, but don't mind giving up singles or ball in play. I don't mind that at all, but, Brady's doing a pretty good job here.
Lowry with an 0-2 pitch coming from Schiller, and instead a bluff throw over to third base.
Good job by Brady there. You never know what's going to happen. O'Fallon will try and sneak one in on you every once in a while.
See, everybody else is having problems with Nats, too.
Yeah, I see a lot of hands waving around.
Yeah. Here's another pitch. Swinging a chance for the second baseman, Holton. Over to short for 1. Back over to first,
Wow.
double play.
Awesome job.
Nicely done. 4-6-3 double play to end the inning with just the 1 run scored. It comes across on 2 hits and 1 runner left on base. We head now to the top of the third inning. O'Fallon has broken through, but Collinsville held him. It's 1-0 O'Fallon.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you from Granite City. We move along. We are in the third inning, and Collinsville did a pretty good job of getting out of that inning with only 1 run scored after having the bases loaded twice. Once with 1 out, and, well, both times actually with 1 out until that double play.
Yeah, Brady Schiller did a great job there. Started off every batter he faced in that inning with a strike.
Sure did.
As a coach, you can't be any happier than that. Like I said, the only 2 things, just the 2 hit by pitch, and that's what ultimately allowed him to score a run there.
Here is Camden Fry leading things off here in the third for Collinsville. 238 on the year for Camden. He looks at a called first strike. Only 4 runs batted in, but Camden, he's only up to the plate for the 25th time this year because of injuries.
Yeah, he's had
concussion.
Knee, I think, and then a concussion.
Hand, knee, and head, huh?
Yeah, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Right, yeah, all of them. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside, and so far, Luke Gasser has faced the minimum here in the first 2 innings. As we have the bottom of the order here for Collinsville, Camden Fry, Riker Kane, and Kyle Moore. If anyone can get on, back to the top of the order, and Jake Holton. There's a pitch that's high from Gasser. Gasser once again ready to go to work. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt and a little bit outside. 2-2.
Good opportunity for Fry here to see a pitch maybe that he can drive into the outfield here with a 2-2 count.
Time called at home plate by Camden Fry. I think that was a gnat in the face thing.
I would not be surprised.
No. This is when you can use a little bit of a breeze, blow those gnats away.
Yeah,
because they don't weigh very much. It doesn't take much to get them out of here. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Outside. Full count.
Good eye by Camden Fry there. That ball just down a couple inches and away a couple inches.
Kyle Becker jumped up like he was ready to throw down to third base because he thought he got a strikeout, and umpires hate that.
I think about 3 or 4 inches higher, he may have got a call.
Yeah. All right, here's the 3-2. It's in the dirt, and Collinsville has their first base runner.
Same place. He just, same height. That one just missed over the plate, but low.
Here is Riker Kane for Collinsville. Riker on the year, batting .238 with 7 runs batted in. He has a runner at first base. That's Camden Fry. We'll see if Collinsville wants to do any running here with their first base runner of the day. And that forces Gasser to work from the stretch for the first time. He delivers, bunt. Oh, that's a perfect bunt. Right in between home and first, and safe at first base.
Beat it out.
That ball came off the bat pretty hard, but then it died right in that thick grass and in between home and the pitcher's mound. And by the time anyone could pick it up, King was on first base safe.
Yeah, Gasser ended up fielding that ball. Looked like the catcher took 2 steps toward the ball and then busted to third. Gasser had a hard time getting off the mound, and that allowed Riker Kane to get down the first baseline with relative ease.
There is Kyle Moore, the number 9 batter in the order here for Collinsville, as Gasser deals with runners on base for the first time. First and second, nobody out. Pitch is a called strike.
I like this look from Coach Warnicki here. You got a guy on. You got 2 guys on. You had Riker Kane had squared around the last at bat, and you see Kyle Moore square around this at bat. I don't mind this at all.
Moore coming in batting .296 with 9 runs batted in. And the 0-1 pitch from Gasser on the way. Another bunt. This one's in the air and back behind home plate, but no one can get there.
Yep. Gasser's a guy who we've seen so far this the first 2 innings here, throwing a lot of strikes, and Collinsville's having a hard time putting the ball in play. Squaring around a bunt is not a bad idea.
No. That's about. We got our first hit.
Yeah.
Riker Kane's on over at first base with an infield bunt single. So Kyle Moore up there with an 0-2 count against him. Runners at first and second for the Kahawks. Long look in from Gasser.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him square around here even with 2 strikes.
And a fake throw over to second base. Yeah, first baseman Cody Bauer, you can see him. He's well in on the infield grass there. Third baseman, not so much because he has a guy at second, so he needs to be close to the bag for a play at third.
Yeah, if you're Kyle Moore and you're going to square around here, you got to push that ball to the left side. If you push it to the right side, you're going to get Camden Fry out at third there.
Swinging a foul ball off the top of the screen here behind home plate.
Good piece of hitting by Kyle Moore there. Fights, gets another chance here to maybe see something a little more over the plate.
We're in the top of the third. 1-0 O'Fallon, but Collinsville threatening here with nobody down. First 2 men have reached. Fry via the walk and Kane via the bunt single. Another 0-2 pitch on the way to Kyle Moore. Here it is. Up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Strike zone's been relatively solid all game so far, and no complaints from this broadcaster at least.
Nope. Another 1-2 pitch coming from Luke Gasser to Kyle Moore. Here it is. In the dirt, 2-2.
One thing Kyle Moore has done that doesn't show on stat sheets is he's worked deep into counts as a hitter, fouled off a lot of pitches, and made other pitchers work.
2 on, nobody down, 2-2 the count to Kyle Moore. Jake Holton, the leadoff man for Collinsville, waits in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch instead of throw to second, and back in safely is Camden Fry.
And we'll reset and do it all over again.
We will. Nobody out. Gasser looks at his runner at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Kyle Moore. That's the 4th strikeout of the afternoon for Luke Gasser. And we go back to the top of the order, and Jake Holton. And before we do that, we'll have a meeting on the mound here between the O'Fallon head coach, Joe Bauer, and the rest of his infielders.
Gotta wonder what this conversation's about. He's been cruising along here. Gotta wonder why coach would come out and talk to him now.
Yeah, unless he saw something that he didn't like. Can't text him.
You mean strikes?
Yeah, I don't know. He's throwing a lot of those.
Yeah, he's got 4 strikeouts through the first 9 hitters. And,
Right.
You know, gave up 1 hit that was a bunt single. I don't know. I haven't seen anything I didn't like so far.
No, Jake Holton was a strikeout victim his first time up, so we'll see if he can figure out Gasser in his second look at the O'Fallon pitcher.
It's not like Holton hit one off the wall last time.
No.
And now they got something to talk about. It's a head scratcher.
All right, runners at first and second with 1 out. Gasser to Holton. Took a little off. Looked a little high, but home plate umpire calls it a strike anyhow.
Single by Jake Holton here will definitely score Camden Fry. We'll see if the Collinsville decides to put anybody in motion here.
Runners do not go. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Jake. And quickly, Collinsville second baseman in an 0-2 hole. Well, so far this has gone a lot better than the 2017 version did at O'Fallon when Collinsville lost that one 11-2. O'Fallon scored early and often.
That O'Fallon team was absolutely stacked, 1 through 9, and then even the guys that they had come in off the bench, there were no holes in that O'Fallon team. It was a great team.
Another 0-2 pitch from Gasser to Holton. It's on the way. Runners go. In the dirt it goes, and everybody's going to be safe.
Well, I thought that Coach Warnicki would put something on, and I was wrong. I was a pitch early.
Yeah. So, a tying run 90 feet away. And now Becker will go out and talk to Gasser. Fry at third base, Kane at second. Jake Holton up there with a 1-ball, 2-strike count against him. With Devin Bovinet waiting in the on-deck circle.
Collinsville in better position in more than one way. Now they're out of the double play. They got 2 guys in scoring position, and you got Jake Holton up who definitely knows how to put a ball in play. So see what he can do with 2 strikes here.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Gasser's delivery. Little roller back to the pitcher, and he bobbles it. Underhands home, and out at home plate is Camden Fry as Kyle Becker rolls around at home plate after taking a collision.
That was a semi-slide there by Camden Fry. Didn't have a clear path to the home plate there, so that's pretty tough for umpire to make a call like that. I can hear the O'Fallon fans here complaining that he wasn't ejected, but he's got to give him a clear path to home plate. And
Yeah,
if he doesn't have a clear path, then
he was blocking off the whole home plate, that's for sure. So they will check on their catcher, Kyle Becker. Collinsville failed to score the run. So right now, runners at first and third. Kane made it over to third base. And Jake Holton is on at first base. Camden Fry out 1-2. Holton reaches on the fielder's choice, and it's going to be up to Devin Bovinet if Collinsville is going to have a chance to tie this up.
yeah, I mean, and this is one of those chances that Devin Bovinet's been waiting for. A couple games ago, I think Devin would have had a chance for 3 or 4 RBIs. I think that was in the it was at the Jerseyville game where there were three double plays ahead of him.
Well, Coach Bauer is really letting the home plate umpire have it. He thinks that Camden Fry should be tossed from this game.
I don't think that he has a case here. Camden Fry went down to try and attempt to slide, but the plate was blocked off. There was no way Camden could have attempted a full slide because there was no direct path to the plate. You know, when the catcher is 3 or 4 feet up the line and doesn't give the player a chance to get to home plate, then you know, Camden had no other choice.
Well, we will step aside for a minute while they iron all this out, because I don't think that we need to be hearing some of the language that's coming out of the mouths of some of these folks. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a minute here on the Kahok Sports Network.
I'm a random windstorm. Shaky, 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 shaky. Shaky, shaky. And if you got cut rate insurance, you could be picking up this tab yourself. So get Allstate. You can save some cash and be better protected from mayhem like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
We are back at Granite City. Todd Duke and Josh Hartle with you. Things got a little ugly there for a minute. You know, when you have a play out on the field, the only person who should be doing any yelling at the umpire is the manager of the team, the head coach of the team. And, of course, you know, fans feel like it's their right to voice their opinions, and I think they need to learn how to check themselves. Just my thought. But, again, I talked about that earlier. It's my opinion.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got every right to go out there and bark and complain and voice his opinion to a point. He got to the end of his rant there. He's back in the dugout now, and now we're going to play baseball, which is what we're here to do.
We are, yeah. That's what we're here for, right? All right, runners at first and third for Collinsville. There's 2 outs. Here is Devin Bovinette, who popped up to the second baseman, Luke Bean, his first time up. Now Kyle Becker comes out, shouts out a couple of things to the infielders.
Yep, got a first and third situation here, which you know, kind of throws a monkey wrench into things, but we'll see what Devin can do. See if he can drive in a run here. It'd be huge for Collinsville.
Gasser, after that little bit of a break, we'll see what he's got, and he throws it into the dirt right at home plate. 1-0 to Devin Bovinette. TJ Williams on deck. Bovinette trying to keep the line moving.
Yeah, he's had his rhythm interrupted once by a mound visit and once by this this incident here at the plate.
And that one hits the inside corner. 1-1. With Riker Kane at third base, Jake Holton down at first. 2 outs. Well, Fallon leads 1-0. We're in the top of the third. Bluff throw over to first. Bovinette ready. Gasser is as well. Here's the pitch. Ball gets away. They say Bovinette went around, so 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, they give you 3 strikes for a reason. That's what you always tell your guys. You know, you get 3 strikes for a reason. See what you can do with the last one here. Hopefully Devin drives one into the gap.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Bovinette. Runner goes from first. Swing and a strikeout by Devin Bovinette. The inning comes to a close. 5th strikeout on the afternoon for Gasser, and Collinsville couldn't get anything across. So we head to the bottom of the third, with O'Fallon still leading by a score of 1-0.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Well, let's thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Well, that was kind of a long inning, so Brady Schiller is going to have to go back out there and re-find his groove after that long wait.
Well, if he's been doing what he has the first two times out there, he shouldn't have any trouble finding the strike zone today. He's done an excellent job on a kid who's pitched really well all season, but had trouble finding the strike zone about halfway through the season. He has dialed in here, doing a great job keeping Collinsville in this game. They're only down by 1, and unfortunately, you got to see Josh Gibson here.
Yep, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Josh Gibson, Wes Collins, and Kyle Becker to face Brady Schiller. Gibson popped up his first time up, and he pops up again. This one's going to head down the third baseline in foul territory, and calling off Devin Bovinet at the last second was Riker Kane, and he comes in and makes the catch.
That is not a train that Camden Fry wants to run into, that's for sure. Devin Bovinet, very big kid, and Camden made a very athletic play to get over there to snag that ball.
So 1 pitch, 1 out, and Josh Gibson 0 for 2 on the afternoon. That'll bring up Wes Collins, who was the first strikeout victim and the only strikeout victim for Schiller thus far here in this game.
Well, if you're Brady Schiller, you're taking a big sigh of relief there to see Josh Gibson go back to the dugout instead of being standing over there on first base. He's a guy he'll take second and he'll take third if he gets on. Luckily, we don't have to talk about that.
Nope, we do not. A little high. 2-0 now to Wes Collins.
Schiller just missed with that breaking ball at the first pitch there and left the fastball up here, but see if he can battle back here.
Next pitch on the way. That one had a little movement on it.
Another breaking ball that just sits at the top of the strike zone. I'm guessing that pitch is a little bit in, if it's anything.
So Collins comfortably ahead, 3-0. Schiller needs to throw a strike here, and he does not.
First little, I guess you could say, waiver in Schiller right there. It's the first walk he's had. He's put 2 guys on via the hit by pitch, but we'll see if he can induce another ground ball and get Collinsville their second double play of the game here.
Kyle Becker flew out to Kyle Moore in center field, his first time up. 1 out, runner on at first. 1-0 still in favor of O'Fallon. They scored their run in the second. Throw over to first, and back in safely is Wes Collins.
Yeah, Schiller's gotten through 2 1/3 here and hasn't really given up anything that's been hit hard. A couple of balls, squibbed through the infield, but he hasn't given up anything hit really hard.
No. 1-0, and that one just missed. A little high. We have seen him call the chin-high fastball a strike here already, but that one wasn't one of them. There's one. That's a swing and a miss.
Induced a swing there, but kind of a oops swing. I think about three-fourths of the way through that swing, he was like, oh, I shouldn't have been doing that.
They're not calling for any rain around here, are they?
I don't think so, but that
hope not.
cloud over there looked kind of dark.
Yeah. I left my windows down. There, runner goes, and the pitch is high. The throw is not in time.
Yeah, breaking ball there by Brady Schiller, and runner got a great jump and no chance for Vlasic to get him.
Second stolen base on the afternoon for O'Fallon, so Wes Collins is down at second. Yeah, I got a trash bag on my back window for a window for my car, so I figure why even bother locking it? You can just slice open the bag and get in my car if you want. So
if they want it, they can
I
have
leave it unlocked, leave the windows down. There isn't anything in there anybody wants. And the pitch is in there for a called strike. That'll even things out at 2-2.
Good job by Brady to battle back and even up the count here. Let's see what he's got here in the arsenal. See what Spencer Vlasic decides to put down.
2-2 the count. Runner at second, Wes Collins. 1 out in the inning. O'Fallon leading 1-0. And back, they got the runner picked off. In between second and third, throw over to Bovinet. Bovinet makes the tag, and Collins is out.
I'll tell you what, that is something you don't see all the time from O'Fallon is a base running error. Generally a very fundamental team, but Brady Schiller with a good inside-out move there to second base, and he had no chance. He wasn't going to get back anyway,
Nope.
and didn't have a chance to even get to third.
Froze Wes Collins right in his tracks there. So nobody on, 2 outs, 2-2 pitch. Swinging a pop fly. This one's in foul territory. Carson Richardson, the first baseman, into the foul area and hauls it down, and it ends up being your most unconventional 1, 2, 3 inning. We go now to the top of the 4th inning, and O'Fallon still leads by a score of 1-0.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Let's thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the place that you can call with help for your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering, the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can check them out on Facebook. Just type in Metro East Roofing and Guttering in the old Facebook search engine, and you will be in the right place. TJ Williams will lead things off here for Collinsville. In the 4th inning, it'll be Williams, Phelps, and Vlasic, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. So Collinsville looking to do a little damage here, maybe get that run back and then some.
Yeah, TJ Williams is going to lead this thing off, and hopefully he can get on base. TJ, a guy who, when he gets on base, he can cause lots of havoc, swiping bases and putting pressure on the defense. Let's hope he gets an opportunity to do that.
Williams grounded out to Bean at second base his first time up as Luke Gasser comes out onto the mound for his 4th inning worth of work. We're in the top of the 4th, 1-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Swing and a ground ball to the shortstop. Gibson is up with it, throws over in time for the out. Yeah, he can hit and he can field, this Josh Gibson kid.
Yeah, he's an all-conference kid, probably an all-state kid this year. Is already committed to play at Southwestern Missouri State, I believe, and heck of a ball player.
Sam Phelps will step up to the plate now, the cleanup hitter and the designated hitter for Collinsville. Popped up to shortstop Josh Gibson, his first time up. It was just barely into the outfield grass, that one was. Swinging a shot up the middle. That one's going to be through for a clean base hit.
Well, that's what you got to do to get past Josh Gibson. You hit it directly up the middle, and you hit it hard. Otherwise, Josh Gibson's going to get a glove on it and at least make a play.
Range behind second base and play a little Aussie ball.
Yep, and we see Mr. Paul Falby coming out to relieve Mr. Phelps at first base.
So Falby is the courtesy runner for Sam Phelps, who picks up the second hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. First hit was a bunt infield hit. So the first true base hit for Collinsville by Sam Phelps, and that'll bring up Spencer Vlasic, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. 1 of 5 strikeouts on the afternoon so far for Luke Gasser.
Yeah, a chance for Spencer Vlasic here to help his ball club out and hopefully get Falby over to second base, if not hit something in the gap and maybe drive him in. Paul Falby gifted with some speed. Not the fastest guy on the team, but runs really well.
I'm guessing he's faster than Phelps.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Gasser, from the 2nd inning in a row, will work from the stretch. Looks over his right shoulder at his runner and throws over there. Back in safely. Falby.
They would not throw over if Phelps was there.
Nope. Gasser. Back to work. And now Spencer Vlasic called timeout before the pitch, and Gasser brought it home anyway. He was already into his windup.
As he should have done.
Oh, yeah, you can hurt yourself that way by stopping your windup.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the umpire to make the call whether it's he's going to grant him time or not. And as a pitcher, you throw the ball anyway. You try and get it close to the close to your catcher and keep the ball off the batter. But you don't want to stop your motion there. You can really hurt yourself.
We still have not had a pitch thrown to Spencer Vlasic here in this at bat.
Paul Falby over there with a brown uniform at this point.
Yeah. A couple of diving plays over at first base, and his uniform is no longer white. He does not go. Swing and a miss by Vlasic. That ball is the same color as the dirt, man.
Yeah, that one's hard to pick up, too.
It is.
Lights are helping out a little bit here, but that ball is no longer white and pristine.
It is not. An 0-1 pitch. Awaits Spencer Vlasic. Here it is. Swing and a miss.
Believe it or not, Spencer Vlasic out in front of the fastball. And that might be a little adrenaline. But see what Spencer can do with 2 strikes here. All he needs to do is put a ball in the outfield, hit a ball hard, and see if Falby can get to second, maybe third.
Well, up to Vlasic, but first to throw over.
We always say, oh, he's just got to do this.
Oh, he's just got to do that.
It's
Sounds easy
so
enough,
easy.
doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From over here, you and I, where we're sitting,
yeah,
super easy.
One of the hardest things in the world to do is hit a baseball that's being thrown at you about 80 miles an hour with that stick. And even the best people in the world to do it still fail 7 out of 10 times.
That's right.
Pitch, swing, pop fly. This one's heading into foul territory, but still in play. And the first baseman, Cody Bauer, makes the catch right in front of the Kahok dugout.
Yep, able to reach over the fence there in front of the Kahok dugout and snag that one. That's a big out for O'Fallon.
Sure is. Out number 2 leaves Falby at first with 2 down and everything up to Carson Richardson. And Richardson was a strikeout victim his first time up. He and Vlasic went down back-to-back to end the second inning.
Yeah, what you hope to see here from Carson is some better swings. His first and last swing were not confident swings, so hopefully he's gone back to the dugout and figured out he's a good hitter and see if he can put a ball in play.
Gasser delivers, swing and a miss.
There you go. There's a little more confident swing.
He was expecting fastball. Gasser took something off of that one, and Fry was way out in front, or excuse me, Richardson was way out in front. Fry is on deck. So I was getting ready to tell everybody that Fry was on deck, and I had his name in the brain. Carson Richardson up there with a runner at first base. 2 outs, and the runner is back after another throw over there by Gasser to Bauer. Been a lot of those this inning.
It's a good thing those don't count for your pitch count.
Yeah. Tell your arm that.
Yeah. IHSA doesn't care about those.
Nope. An 0-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a shot up the middle, and Gibson playing perfectly. We'll just pick it up and toss it to Luke Bean covering. Sam Phelps, or excuse me, Falby is out 6-4 for the last out. Richardson will get credit for reaching on a fielder's choice. And the inning comes to a close with, again, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and another runner left on base. Collinsville has left 3 on base this afternoon. We head now to the bottom of the 4th inning, and that 1 run in the second inning for O'Fallon so far holding up for the Panthers as O'Fallon leads your Collinsville Kahawks 1-0.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Well, how about we take a little bit of time and thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club. The Collinsville Junior Service Club has been doing their thing since 1934. What is that thing? Well, they provide women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers, and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. And the next thing coming up for the Collinsville Junior Service Club, well, they have Rock and Roll Bingo. That is going to take place Friday, June the 14th at the Caseyville Community Center. That is located at 909 South Main Street in Collinsville. Doors open at 6. Play begins at 7 o'clock. If you would like more information, just head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and hit the events tab, and you will be set. Swing and a high fly ball in front of the Kahok dugout, but it ends up going behind the dugout off of the bat of Tyler Stanton, the DH, who has the dubious distinction of scoring the only run in this game. He led off the second inning with a base hit and came around to score on an RBI base hit by T.J. Morgan. And that's the only run in this game thus far.
Brady Schiller's been great so far. See him here in the fourth as a ball.
There's a long fly ball. That one's probably heading over the fence, and it's up against the fence, actually. And on his way to second base with a leadoff stand-up double is Tyler Stanton.
Yeah, first hard hit ball of the game for O'Fallon. Everything else has just kind of been your run-of-the-mill ground ball through the infield, but he really got a hold of that one. And Schiller, still here in the fourth inning, he's still doing all right. Collinsville still just trailing by 1, but leadoff double is not gonna sit well with him.
3 of the 4 innings O'Fallon has gotten their leadoff man on. Here is Cody Bauer. He was hit by a pitch and was stranded at third back in that 1-run second. Pitch, bunt, foul.
Brady Schiller's got one job here, and that's to throw a strike, because if he's going to give himself up on a bunt, you'll take the out if you're Collinsville. If you're lucky, you can maybe hold the guy at second. Just depends on where this bunt ends up.
Schiller looks into Vlasic and has his sign. Stanton leads from second base. Next pitch coming into Bauer. Swing and a miss as Bauer took off the bunt. Now a ball gets away. Throw over to third base is going to be way too high. It's going to end up going in the O'Fallon dugout.
Oh, stopped by the fence.
Stopped by the fence. Boy, it's a good thing, because if it went into the dugout, runner would be allowed to score.
Yeah, that's a E2 on Spencer Vlasic there. Threw the ball over poor Brady Schiller's head there, and he didn't have a chance to go get that thing. That really stinks. I think they would have had a play on him at third had, I think that was, who was that? Was that
Holton.
Camden Fry or Holton?
Holton threw a bomb that was way over the head of Devin Bovinette. So runner at third and nobody down, and Bauer looks at one outside and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the O'Fallon first baseman.
We're in a whole lot of different situation here. You went from having no balls and 2 strikes and a guy at second and a chance to put him away, and now we got a guy at third. And not in a good situation here for Collinsville.
Yeah, runner at third, no one down. Almost anything could get the runner home. I still think it's coming through the screen.
Yeah, you absolutely flinched.
Did. My daughter would be making fun of you right now, because she tries really hard to scare me and make me flinch all the time, and it never works.
Yeah, fence looks, or the netting looks really secure. So
I'll still move. Here's the next pitch from Schiller to Bauer. Swinging a pop fly. This one is in that dangerous no man's land. And right behind first base, Carson Richardson takes it in for out number 1.
Can't even tell you how big an out that is. You get the first one out of the way here, and the guy's still at third base, but still, a pop fly induced by Schiller, who, again, hasn't really done anything wrong this inning except for throw a pitch over the middle of the plate that was hit hard, but Brady Schiller's still battling here.
There is Luke Bean, who grounded out to Carson Richardson and flipped over to Jake Holton covering in his only at-bat. And he looks at one a little outside and low.
Collinsville does have a pitcher getting loose out on the bullpen there. It looks like Morski getting loose again.
I can't even see that from here.
I can tell his stature, too. A little
There's
lucky.
A high fly ball. Back goes the left fielder, and that one is gone. Luke Bean hits a 2-run home run. And just like that, the O'Fallon Panthers extend that 1-0 lead to 3-0.
Yeah, pitch there by Brady Schiller that just got too much of the plate, and being absolutely turned on that ball and was able to slip it over the left field wall there.
3-0, a double and a home run. Sandwiched in between that was a pop-up to Carson Richardson, so the base is empty, and Drew Tebby, the right fielder, will come up. Drew was hit by a pitch also in that second inning, and he was left down at second base.
Yeah, the only thing you can say for Schiller here is, I mean, he's throwing strikes and giving his defense an opportunity, except for these two balls were hit pretty darn hard.
There's a bunt. That's hard as well. A barehander by Bovinet, and it's not going to be in time.
Yeah, Bovinet made a pretty good play on that ball and was able to barehand it, but didn't have a chance to catch a speedy runner there.
So 3 hits in the inning now, a double, a home run, and an infield single, and that'll bring up T.J. Morgan, who singled home the game's first run back in the second. Warnicki is coming out of the dugout for Collinsville, and that may be it for Schiller as the Collinsville pitcher will hand his manager the ball. We have a pitching change, and we'll be back to tell you about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
Todd Duke, Josh Arnold back with you. We are in the fourth inning. A pitching change for Collinsville as O'Fallon has stretched that 1-0 lead into a 3-0 lead. And out of the bullpen comes Garrett Morski. Morski, this is his 12th appearance on the year. He has 4 starts under his belt, a 1-2 record. And with about 20 innings pitched, he has a 3.17 earned run average. And Garrett has 26 strikeouts to 12 walks on the year for Collinsville. Not used to doing all this sitting. Stand up and shake it off a little bit here. Well, 1 out in the inning. And T.J. Morgan, the 9 hitter for O'Fallon, steps up. Morgan, another ball that gets away, and another error in the inning for Collinsville.
Yeah, not a great effort there by Carson Richardson to knock that ball down, and now the runner's on second base.
So Tebby is down to second. Who do we charge that error to?
It's kind of a toss-up, I guess. I'd give it to the first baseman, but I'm a little biased.
I know you are. I get it. I understand. T.J. Morgan awaits the first pitch from Morski. It's outside. Ball 1-0. T.J. singled home the first run of the game, as we told you, but then the next batter, Lowry, hit into a 4-6-3 double play that erased Morgan. But he has an RBI. His teammate Luke Bean has 2 RBIs after a 2-run home run here in this inning. Runner at second base, 1 out. 1-0 pitch on the way from Morski. That one's in there, 1-1.
Good pitch by Morski there to even the count up at 1-1. Squaring around like he's wanting to give himself up. All Morski's got to do is keep throwing strikes.
1 ball, 1 strike to count, 1 out. And 1 runner on second. Here's the pitch. It's inside. As T.J. Morgan Has to skip the rope a little bit. Long day here at Granite City. The first game took almost 2.5 hours to play. We got it underway here just before 7 o'clock. And we are over an hour into it, and we're in the fourth.
That foul tip rattles Vlasic's mask there a little bit. Morski checking on him. He's good.
Make sure he's okay.
Morski evens the count back up at 2.
2-2 the count.
Chance for him to get an out here without a chance to move that guy over to third.
We'll see if he can do just that. 2-2 pitch from the lefty Morski on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Morgan.
Good job by Vlasic to hang on to that foul tip there. That ball is headed down and away from him, and Vlasic able to stick it in the glove.
Brady Schiller pitched 3 2/3 of an inning, giving up the 3 runs and the 6 hits. He is still responsible for the runner at second base, and Drew Tebby. And now back to the top of the order, and Logan Lowry. Lowry has singled and grounded into a double play here this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. And a called strike from Morski.
Chance for Morski here to come in, stop the bleeding, and Collinsville still trailing only by 3. They just need to get 1 inning going here, and maybe they got a chance to win this thing.
Gasser's been tough out there on the mound for the Panthers, though. They'll have their work cut out for him. First pitch into Lowry is a called strike. Josh Gibson waits on deck. It would be nice to have him leading off the next inning. Morski looks into Vlasic, has his sign. He's ready for the 0-1 to Lowry. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball out of play. Cardinals playing today?
I believe so.
I have no idea, man. I'm the biggest Cardinals fan ever, but because of the Blues and their run that they're, I just have not had.
It's been hard to follow.
I have not had a chance to pay attention. Not with working at the school and doing this Kahok sports thing, and then the Blues. I can't cram it in there. No room.
Morski overthrows a little bit there, and Vlasic does a good job to get over and knock that ball down.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs in the inning. 2 runs home in this inning as well. A 2-run home run by Luke Bean. But Collinsville trying to keep it right where it is. 1-2 is the count. On the batter, Lowry. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt, and it gets away from Vlasic, and the runner, Tebby, is going to make it down to third anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, Morski spiked that one about a foot in front of the plate, and Vlasic didn't have a chance to knock it down. He's got a lot of spin on his ball, so Vlasic took it off the mask, but unable to keep it in front of him.
So 2-2 the count now. To Logan Lowry. A runner 90 feet away. And that one just misses the outside corner.
I think Morski thought he had a strike out there, and unfortunately didn't get that right hand to raise.
So now runners on the corners. Tebby at third, Lowry at first, and Josh Gibson, I said, it would be nice to have him lead off the 5th, but he's going to get an opportunity to bat. An RBI opportunity nonetheless here for Gibson, who has popped up twice.
Yeah, scary. He's made 2 outs, and
well, not this time.
Oh, what a great play.
Man.
Holy cow. Didn't hit it hard either.
No, I thought that ball was going to be lined right up the middle, but he got it off the handle of the bat and pops it up to Jake Holton over at second base, and the inning, pop up or a soft line out, one of the two. I'll write it down at some point. But the inning was capitalized there by a big 2-run bats by Luke Bean, and as we head to the top of the 5th inning, Fallon has extended their lead. They now lead your Kahawks by a score of 3-0.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you as we have made it to the 5th inning. And Collinsville still trailing by a score of 3-0. We'll have the bottom of the order coming up. It'll be Camden Fry, Riker Kane, and Kyle Moore if anyone can get on. And we hope they do. Back to the top of the order and Jake Holton. Luke Gasser is back out onto the mound for his 5th inning worth of work. He has 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. And he's given up no runs and a swing and a miss by Fry to start things off here. Fry walked and stole a base and then was thrown out at home back when Collinsville was trying to tie this thing up back in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, we go back and talk about the 3rd inning, and this is the part of the lineup that put pressure on O'Fallon and gave Collinsville a chance to at least put 1 on the board. And now you see, unfortunately, Camden Fry go down no balls and 2 strikes here. But this is the part of the lineup that sparked the 3rd inning. Let's see if they can do it here in the 5th.
Well, there's an 0-2 pitch to Fry, up high.
Good job.
Ball 1. Yeah, Fry walked, stole second, and went down to 3rd. And Riker Kane followed up with a single. That's how Fry made it to 3rd. And then Moore struck out. Jake Holton reached on a fielder's choice. That was the one that got Fry thrown out at home before Balvanette ended the inning with a strikeout.
Yeah, we're hoping to see if they can turn this lineup over again, get it back to the top of the lineup with guys on. Fortunately, Cameron Fry won't be one of those guys on, but Riker Kane with a chance here to get on base for the Kahoks.
6th strikeout of the afternoon for Luke Gasser, and here is Riker Kane, who we told you picked up the day's first single. It was a bunt single. He also stole base, and he was stranded at 3rd when Balvanette ended that inning with a strikeout. So Kane, 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Let's see if we can make it a 2 for 2 day.
Absolutely.
For the Collinsville left fielder. Here's the pitch from Gasser, swinging a little slow roller down the first baseline. First baseman Bauer picks it up, steps on first for an easy out, and quickly there are 2 away. There's Kyle Moore, a strikeout victim in his only at bat. I need something to drink.
Parched?
I am, man. My Mountain Dew is not only almost empty, but it's very warm. So I just take a little sip, swish it around the mouth just to get the mouth wet. Pitch to Moore, swing and a miss. Telling you what, Luke Gasser is throwing some gas.
Yeah, he has been excellent through, 4 2/3 here so far. You know, allowed a couple hits, but he's been throwing very consistent right around the strike zone and putting pressure on Collinsville to swing the bat. How many strikeouts he had?
6.
6 strikeouts. I mean, that just tells you right there.
6 strikeouts to 1 walk.
He's dialed in.
Yes, he is. Seems to stay dialed in when the bases are empty. When he's got base runners on and he has to move to the stretch, that's when he doesn't seem as much dialed in. Or a little looser, I guess you would say. A little bit more loose. 2-1 the count. Kyle Moore. Here's the pitch. Ooh.
Yeah, Gassman kind of works from that modified wind-up / stretch approach that you see a lot of these kids. He places his foot in front of the rubber, but kind of half-cocked. And then he comes.
3-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. Probably not very often that Gasser has a full count to a batter here in this game.
Yeah, it's strange to see, but Kyle Moore's done a good job putting together a pretty decent at-bat here and see if he can put a ball in play.
There's the 3-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. And Gasser cannot complete a 1-2-3 inning. He gives up just his 2nd walk of this game, and that will put a runner at first base for Jake Holton. Holton has struck out and reached on a fielder's choice in this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Warnke here, This is one thing you wanted to see. Even though you got 2 outs, you got speed at first. You got speed at the plate. A ball in play here is going to put a lot of pressure on the defense and maybe get this to your 2-hitter, Devin Bobinet.
Up to Holton right now, and he looks at one called strike. Gasser from the stretch, checks on his runner, brings it home to Holton. Swinging a shot down the third base line, but just foul.
Just out in front there and pulled it down the line. I think he was probably about 6 or 7 feet foul there, but man, I tell you what, woulda, coulda, shoulda. That ball stays fair. That may score a run, and you're looking at another guy in scoring position. See if he can straighten one out here.
Holton waits another 0-2 pitch. Moore has his lead from first. He throws and back in safely as Moore looked for a second, and Moore was ready to take off.
I think so. I saw a little bit of a lean in the stance there. And
a little bit of a lean to the right.
2 strikes, 2 outs, and you got a guy who puts a ball in play. I don't think it's a terrible idea to start the runner here.
Well, you're down by 3.
At least Josh Gibson wouldn't be able to get an out at second, make him throw it across.
There's the runner. Oh, and the second baseman who left his position because the guy was off and running. And out at first base. Boy, I tell you what, Luke Bean stayed with that ball and stayed with that ball and stayed with that ball and never gave up on it.
So much spin on it. Spun off his glove, back off his chest. I mean, that ball had right field written all over it, and he was able to hang in there and get a diving Holton at first there.
Man, I tell you what.
Great play.
Yeah, that was a good play. So Collinsville ends up stranding another runner. They have left 4 on base now and still looking for that first run of the game. So no runs, and we will head now to the bottom of the 5th inning with O'Fallon still leading 3-0.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Todd Duke, Josh Hartle back with you. We are in the bottom of the 5th. It's getting late as Morski is back out on the mound for his 2nd inning of work, and he will have the middle of the order to deal with. The 3, 4, and 5 men, Wes Collins, Kyle Becker, and Tyler Stanton. First pitch, swinging a foul to the screen that flips over the screen and makes it to the back row of the stands. Nice play by a fan. Collins has struck out and walked in this game. Morski, the lefty, pitches, and another foul ball out of play. So the book on Brady Schiller closed. He pitched 4 1/3 of an inning, gave up the 3 runs and 6 hits, struck out 1 and walked 1. Plus he hit 2 batters while he was in there.
Yeah, the line doesn't look great, but Brady Schiller did a good job today. He's kept Collinsville close.
There's a nice off-speed pitch that Wes Collins had to go reach for on the outside portion of the plate and ends up fouling it off. Nice pitch by Morski.
First sharp breaking ball that we've seen from him. Spiked one and let one stay outside on him early in his appearance last inning.
Collins awaits the 1-2. Here it is. Swinging another foul ball out of play.
Morski challenging him here.
There's a little bitty camera that's set down in front of mine. Everybody keeps on trying to duck underneath it.
It's about 4 foot off the ground.
Yeah. Good luck. Better do the limbo if you're going to duck underneath that one. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen here.
Tell you what, this is a heck of a battle.
Yes, it is.
Got a really good hitter and a good pitcher in Morski up there.
I like the screen a lot better now if the sun's gone down. Those shadows are really making it hard to see for the folks at home, I think. But now that the sun is gone and the lights have taken effect, it looks a lot better.
Not very often we get to do a night game.
No, not very. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swing and a reach out. Excuse me. I'll hit it to Camden Fry at short. Throw over and safe. He took Richardson off the bag.
What he wanted.
Yep.
Great breaking ball by Morski there and made him roll over on it. But Camden Fry, I think, waited back a little bit too long for that one as it took him a long time to get over to first base.
And then threw the ball high. And that took Carson Richardson off of the bag and allowed Wes Collins to reach safely. So an error charge to Camden Fry. 3rd error in this game by Collinsville.
Yeah, those are rough for Collinsville. Can't have any errors.
Here's Kyle Becker. He looks at one right over the plate for a called strike 1. Becker is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a fly out and a pop up into foul territory that Carson Richardson handled his last time up for Becker. So runner at first. Leadoff man is on once again. Only 1 inning where O'Fallon has not gotten the leadoff man on. Here's the throw down to second.
Got him. Wow.
And in time, I tell you, like about 5 minutes before the runner got there, that ball got there.
Yeah, and O'Fallon's head coach standing down there at third base is not at all happy with that. I think that was a missed sign because Becker went to square around, and he never had a chance to get down to second base.
Sure did not.
So I think somebody missed something.
So 0-1 count to Becker now. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Should be 1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yeah, the pitch Morski made
okay.
in between there was a ball. Yeah, so we got 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Kyle Becker. Here's the pitch. A pitch in the dirt that gets away from Vlasic. He'll chase it down. He'll throw over to first base in time for the out.
Can't tell you how many times that has happened this year to Morski where he throws something dirty, it gets in the dirt, and, you know, Vlasic's a great catcher back there, but his ball has so much spin on it, it's hard to handle, and those hitters are going to swing at that pitch. It hits the back of the plate, and Vlasic does all he can to knock it down, but he made a great throw to first base. Carson Richardson, great stretch.
Here is Tyler Stanton. Stanton is 2 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a double, and he's scored 2 runs as well. That one just missed.
That was the same spot the first pitch of the last batter had, and that was called a strike.
Still trying to duck underneath the camera that's not even on, I don't think.
I think that one is on.
Is it? I don't know what it's
Edwardsville's coach's
okay.
camera. Yeah, it's a scouting camera.
I thought it was the guy who was operating the gun here a little while ago. Is it an Edwardsville coach? All right. Getting a read on the opposition, huh?
Absolutely. There's a reason why they've won so many games.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 1-1 outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 outs in the inning. We are in the bottom of the 5th. O'Fallon leading 3-0. Collinsville down to their final 6 outs up at the plate here.
Yeah, Morski erased the error on the bases, so.
Did he offer? First base umpire says no. So Stanton up there with the count in his favor at 3-1.
Yeah, Morski's got to buckle down here. No free passes. He's only allowed, I think, 19 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'd like to keep it under 20.
Well,
yeah, great job.
Oh, just as Stanton was tossing the bat away.
Yeah, might want to buckle that elbow guard back up.
Uh-huh.
Get ready for a fight here because Morski's coming right after him. I have a hunch.
3-2 pitch.
That doesn't just aggravate the umpire. That
aggravates
the pitcher too.
I know. If it's close, he'll call him out.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to. Swing and a miss.
Has some words for the umpire, too.
Back-to-back strikeouts by Morski after a leadoff error was erased on a stolen base attempt and a throw out by Spencer Vlasic. We will head now to the top of the 6th inning. As I mentioned, it's getting kind of late. Collinsville down to their final 6 outs, and we'll be back to tell you about the next 3 here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Todd Duke and Josh Hartle back with you from Granite City. Class 4A regional semifinal between Collinsville and O'Fallon. The winner will move on to Saturday morning's championship game to take on the Belleville West Maroons after the Maroons had a walk-off win against host Granite City in the day's earlier game. Right now, Collinsville trailing 3-0. And here we go with the 6th inning. Devin Bovenette, TJ Williams, and Sam Phelps to bat here against Luke Gasser. I have no idea where that one went. If it hits me in the head, we're all in trouble. All right.
Feeling about this inning.
Okay. Bovenette, 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a pop-up and a strikeout. And a 0-1 count after the foul ball against Devin. Luke Gasser back to work. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-1. Bovenette awaits the 1-1 pitch from Luke Gasser. Here it is. That's a called strike on the outside corner.
That was a really good pitch there by
Sure
Gasser.
was.
I haven't seen the breaking ball a whole lot today, but when he has thrown it's been really sharp.
1-2 the count. Bovenette was a strikeout victim his last time up. 1 of 6 on the afternoon or in the evening for Gasser. Here's the next pitch. Oh, way high. Just a bit high.
It's a Nuke LaLoosh out there, breathing out of the wrong eyelids.
Yeah.
Shockers are all jammed up.
Uh-huh. Love that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. That movie gets quoted about 60 times over there in the Collinsville dugout game.
Oh, I'm sure. That in Major League.
Yep. Coach Warnicke's a big fan of those movies.
Another great movie, Major League. I love that. It's awesome. Hey, swinging a foul ball, almost hit the lights up there.
It's mandatory homework for freshmen and sophomores.
Oh, yeah.
If they haven't seen that movie, Coach Warnicke makes sure that they goes and see it. Coach Trapp used to have a couple copies in his room he'd lend out to the kids to go watch, too.
Bovenette awaits a 1-2 pitch. This one's outside and low. 2-2.
Bovenette having a pretty good at-bat here.
3-2, sorry.
Put 2 balls over the fence, I think, here.
Yeah.
Fouled 2 balls off. And
he's battling.
Worked the count full.
Gasser ready with the 3-2. Here it is. It's low. He walked him. No, what they call that, a strike?
He did.
Wow. I didn't even hear the umpire call it a strike.
Didn't put the hand up, but also didn't call ball 4. So
no.
Left it up to fate, I suppose.
All right. So Bovenette having a rough afternoon. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Up to TJ Williams now, who has grounded out twice.
Hopefully TJ can lift one up in the air here, get a ball into the grass.
7th strikeout of the afternoon for Luke Gasser.
He
Williams.
has been sharp.
He has been. Williams swings and fouls one back to the screen.
Chased one up in the zone. That's
sure
one of the
did.
reasons
That was high.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was thinking Collinsville may have a pretty good inning here. Is the velocity hasn't dipped a whole lot, but the ball seems to be moving up a little higher in the zone, and ball gets higher in the zone. Collinsville's got a chance to maybe put some runs on the board.
Next pitch on the way to Williams. This one's low, and it'll even the count at 1-1. Stanley Cup Finals don't get underway until Monday. That seems like a long ways away.
It's a lifetime away.
It is. I'm telling you.
You could take a vacation and,
yeah.
you know.
Well,
Oh.
San Jose Sharks are on vacation now.
Oh, yeah.
So glad we beat them. Man, oh, man. After that 2016 conference final loss, I was not a very happy guy when it came to the Sharks, and I'm so glad that we shut them up.
Absolutely.
Another 1-2 pitch coming for TJ Williams. Here it is. Swinging another foul ball out of play into the nighttime sky. Makes it harder for the kids to find when they're out shagging these foul balls, and now they have to dodge cars and headlights and all kinds of stuff over there. Another 1-2 pitch from Luke Gasser to TJ Williams is on the way. Swing and a miss, and it stays right in the glove of Kyle Becker, and back-to-back strikeouts by Gasser has now given him 8 on the evening.
Yeah, good job by Becker back there to hang on to that one. I mean, even as a catcher, you know, at this level, it's really tough to squeeze a ball like that.
There is Sam Phelps.
Coach Warnicki making sure that Sam Phelps was actually re-entered into the game after a foul ran for him.
Yeah, courtesy runner. Yeah. All right, so Phelps, he has put the ball in play twice, popped up to Josh Gibson at short, and then scorched a single up the middle in his last at bat in the 4th inning.
I'd like to see him turn over on another one here and drive another one through the infield.
I'd like to see him put one over the fence.
Oh, that'd be great, too. I'm not going to complain if he does that.
I'm sure you wouldn't if you would. Well, there's a high fly ball. TJ Morgan is underneath it out in center field, and he brings it in, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Luke Gasser and the O'Fallon Panthers. So it's getting real late now as we head to the bottom of the 6th. The O'Fallon Panthers still leading your Collinsville Kahawks by a score of 3-0.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 2nd year of operation on Main Street in uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Yeah, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters here for the O'Fallon Panthers in the bottom of the 6th. As Collinsville, offensively, down to their final 3 outs here. If they can't get something figured out in the top of the 7th, their season will come to a close, and the only thing we have left is softball and, of course, the boys' track team playing in the state championship level this weekend, as Jamarian Stewart has a good chance to bring home gold in the 100-meter and the 200 meters at state. And Kyle Crone also qualified in the high jump, the only 2 Collinsville Kahawks to make it to state on the boys' track and field side of things. Here is Morski swinging a foul by Cody Bauer.
The favorite to win the 200, right?
Yes, he is.
And has a school record for the 100 with the
10.51. I can't even run anything in 10.51 seconds. I don't know if my
car would go 100 yards that fast.
Oh, I know mine wouldn't, especially with that plastic window, and it acts like a parachute. Well, I don't know what happened.
Now he's out.
Okay. I'm guessing that was a strikeout, drop ball, and
so we got a
Bauer
strikeout.
Didn't go anywhere.
We got a strikeout. We got the safe hand movement. We got a safe hand movement, which means that the ball wasn't caught clean. Lots of talk from the O'Fallon coach, but he is still here.
Yeah. He could have been thrown out back in the last time when.
Well, at least he's got thick skin.
Umpire is a little bit of an older gentleman with the gray hair and the
Nope,
gray
now he's gone.
mustache. And he's about had enough.
Yep, he's gone. Yep, now he's gone.
Now we're going to have even more
Yeah,
arguing.
You might want to go to a commercial here because he's going to come and talk to him some more.
He's not going to talk. He's going to yell.
Well, that's for sure.
No, I want to listen.
Really?
Wow.
That's probably the most ridiculous statement I've heard out of a coach's mouth in a while. Ridiculous tonight. I think he's been pretty solid behind the plate.
Yeah, actually.
I think the only questionable call may have been that play early in the second inning there where the third when Fry had that kind of stumble slide and the contact with the umpire. But,
right.
It's going to put a predicament in here. If O'Fallon's able to pull this off, I think he has to sit.
Does he have to sit the next game?
Yeah, so not really what I would say the brightest of moves by the O'Fallon coach, but he's going to have to leave the premises, though.
Yes, he is.
Oh, Morski got the strikeout for the
that
first
was fun.
down. So played a little catch with his infielders. Now he's ready to go.
Here's Luke Bean, who hit that 2-run home run in the last inning, and now he bunts down the third baseline, but foul.
Good job by Morski to get over there and get a glove on it before it decided to spin back fair. It's a lot of grass over there, but
yeah, it is.
Never know.
It's thick grass too.
Yeah, hit a pebble or I don't know if there's a ground squirrel or a beaver or something over there. You never know.
Right. Sprinkler head.
Really big rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always smart to get over there and get your glove on it, that's for sure.
Next pitch to Bean is in there for a called strike, and the O'Fallon fans don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the O'Fallon fans know what the score is. They've been on the plus side of this, and
now the fielding umpire is going to come and make sure that the head coach, Joe Bauer, leaves the field.
Yeah. Slows up Garrett's momentum here, but he's been rolling the last two batters. He's looked really good, and let's hope he can continue here. Hopefully this doesn't screw up the rhythm.
0-2 count to Bean. And here's the pitch. Swinging a little chopper. That's going to die down in the grass. Morski gets it, flips to Richardson in time for the out.
Morski hot off the mound. Able to get over there, bare hand, and flip over to Richardson, who did a good job of staying put. I think if Richardson charges that ball, I'm not really sure Holton gets over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice play by both.
Carson Richardson, good job staying home, and Morski, good job getting off the mound.
Here is Drew Tebby, who was hit by a pitch back in the second and singled back in the fourth right after Luke Bean's 2-run home run.
Was that a bunt single, I believe?
I think so.
I think it was. I think it was a bunt single, and Bavinet couldn't come up with it. If my memory serves me right.
There's a swing and a miss right off of Vlasic's glove. 1-1 the count. 2 outs in the inning. We're in the bottom of the sixth. O'Fallon leads by a score of 3-0. Collinsville will come to bat in the top of the seventh, looking at their final 3 outs of this game if they can't come back and score 3 runs.
Yeah, hopefully Morski can get the final out here and hold them at 3. Good pitch by Morski there.
That was a little low, the umpire says, so 2-1 the count.
And you hear some squabbles already from O'Fallon, and that ball was even called a ball.
Yeah. Here's the next. Ooh. I don't know where that one was. That was right across the letters.
Yeah, one thing that Morski hasn't done a lot this year is walk a guy, so hopefully finds the strike zone here and puts a little pressure on him.
3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Morski 1 pitch away from striking out 2 of the 3 here in this inning. And he already has 2 strikeouts as he struck out the first batter he faced when he came in the fourth. Oh, excuse me. He's already up to 3. This would be his 4th.
Ooh,
nope,
ran in
inside.
a little bit. So allows a base runner here, but
so TJ Morgan, who is 1 for 2 on the evening with a single and a strikeout, will step up to the plate. He knocked in the game's first run. Knocked in Tyler Stanton back in the second inning. It stayed 1-0 until that 2-run home run by Bean in the fourth. Swing and a miss.
Morski able to throw that one by him. Hopefully he's going right after the hitter here, not worried about the base runner.
With the long pregame show and this long game, I'm really hoping my gigabytes last.
Yeah, same here.
Every time I look down and see that green square, I'm happy. If it changes into red, we're in trouble. Should be okay. Since you mess with the screen, I think it's taking a little bit less and less.
Good.
Just outside. 2 and 1 the count. Yeah, that first game that I did after we arranged all that and you fixed the screen, shrunk the screen back down. We forgot to do it to the commercials. The first commercial I played, I'm like, oh my God, look at Dan Mode's head. It's so big. He took up the whole screen.
We could say that in real life, though.
Well, you can, but I was trying to be nice.
Dan's got a big brain up there.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Smart
man.
guy. Yeah, finance guy.
2 and 2 the count to TJ Morgan with a runner at first. Collinsville trailing 3-0. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. It's right in there for a called strike
what a great
3.
Pitch by Morski. Way to battle back. Gives Collinsville a chance here. Down 3.
As O'Fallon strands just their 5th runner of this game, we are down to Collinsville's final 3 outs as we head to the top of the 7th inning. O'Fallon leading Collinsville with a chance to move on to the regional championship game Saturday morning. And our score is O'Fallon 3, Collinsville nothing.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Spencer Vlasic due to lead things off here for Collinsville as we have made it to the top of the 7th inning as Luke Gasser is back out onto the hill for his 7th inning worth of work, looking for a complete game. On the other end, Collinsville looking for some base runners to chip away at this 3-0 O'Fallon lead, and it'll be Spencer Vlasic, Carson Richardson, and Camden Fry due up here in this 7th inning.
Well, and an offense that hasn't been, really great since the absence of Noah Scrum. They got a tall order here. I mean, they got to put 3 runs on the board. They have to tie this game in order to force it to the bottom of the 7th. And tell you what, if Collinsville's got any fight left in them, we're going to have to see it in this inning.
Vlasic 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and a pop-up. I'm so used to my baseball games being in the afternoon, I can't stop saying afternoon. Foul ball out of play.
You can say tonight now.
Tonight.
We're pushing closer here to 8:45.
I know.
So.
Game was scheduled for a 6 o'clock start. We would have been out of here an hour ago probably.
Yeah, we're almost past my bedtime.
I'm telling you, I'm yawning over here. Here's an 0-2 outside. One and 2 the count to Spencer Vlasic. Richardson waits on deck. Got to have a base runner to have a chance. Need a couple of them, actually. We saw a walk-off home run by Belleville West in the day's earlier game, so how about a swinging a long fly ball. This one's heading out to left field, and that's up against the wall. Vlasic, I don't know why he stopped when he came around first base, but he did, and that, folks, is a very long single. A very, very long single.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if Vlasic knew or thought that was gone or what.
He thought it was caught?
I'm not sure. There was no indication by the left fielder that he had tracked it down and was going to make the catch. So a little odd there by Spencer Vlasic to be standing there at first base. But, hey, like I said last inning, the balls are starting to come up in the strike zone. The velocity's starting to dip a little. Collinsville's got a chance here to maybe put a couple runs across here and give themselves a chance.
There's Carson Richardson swinging at the high heat offered from Luke Gasser. Richardson 0 for 2 on the afternoon, a strikeout, and he reached on a fielder's choice earlier. He has a runner at first base. That's Spencer Vlasic. As Gasser is ready with another one to Richardson. It's on the way and a little bit low, 1-1.
And Fallon fans again complain. That hasn't been a strike all day, though.
No.
I think anything that they can do now to get on the umpire, I think that's their motive.
Richardson steps out. Gasser steps off. Runner has his lead from first base. Only the third hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. And a throw over. Vlasic is back in safely. Richardson digs back in from the right side. Spencer Vlasic has his lead. Here comes a 1-1 pitch from Luke Gasser instead of throw over to first, and Vlasic is back in safely once again.
Was that the cha-cha over there?
I think.
Maybe a samba to get over. Definitely not the orthodox way to get back in the into the base there.
Gasser with another 1-1 pitch to Richardson. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Richardson swung a 1 low in the strike zone. Camden Fry waits on deck. Collinsville trailing by 3 runs, so they need at least one more base runner to have a chance here. Just in case one of these guys can power up and give us a long ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Richardson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Richardson down on strikes for the second time, and that is the 9th strikeout of this game by Luke Gasser.
Yeah, he has been on fire all game, throwing strikes up until this last inning. I would have said locating everything where he wanted to. Ball's, he's still got a lot of life on his pitches, but not quite the command that he had before.
Here is Camden Fry. 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Generous call there.
Fry has walked and struck out, only one of 2 walks given up by Luke Gasser here this evening. Fry. Ready. And the 0-1 from Gasser on the way. That one stays high.
That could have been a makeup call from the low strike, but late in the game here, everything's fair game, I suppose.
1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1 out, runner at first base. Collinsville trailing by 3. Need to get 1 more Kahok on the base paths.
Kahok faithful remaining in the game here, making some noise. Hopefully Collinsville can respond here.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging a cue shot down the first base line, but foul. By Camden Fry, so he is now in a 1-2 hole.
Camden Fry trying to figure out how to get on base here.
Well, that's easy. Just jump in front of a pitch and get hit.
Yeah, stick the elbow
Take
out.
1 for the team.
Absolutely. Where's Roger Dorn?
Roger Dorn all the way. That's our second Major League reference here tonight. Whoa, there's a pitch that's high. I need to watch that movie. I haven't watched it in a while. I don't think my daughter's ever watched it, but I'll sit down with a 15-year-old and show her something that I thought was funny back in the day, and she'll be like, that was stupid. That wasn't funny.
I think it still plays.
Yeah, me too. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. You ever notice the umpire takes his mask off right before he makes that strike 3 call? That's weird. Back-to-back strikeouts by Gasser gives him 10 on the night. And it's up to Riker Kane.
Yep. Sophomore with a tall order here.
Yep. Kane has reached on a single. Matter of fact, he picked up the first hit of the afternoon for Collinsville back in the 3rd with a bunt single. And then he grounded out to Cody Bauer on an unassisted put out by Bauer down at first base.
Yep.
There's the pitch. Just misses outside.
You know, as a coach, you're wanting to lean on your veterans here, but Collinsville going to be leaning on 2 sophomores here with Kane and Moore over there on deck. Hopefully Riker Kane can get it to Kyle Moore, and maybe Kyle Moore can do something with this with Gassman. Nobody else has seemed to be able to figure him out too much except for Vlasic with that deep fly ball.
Right now it's all up to Riker Kane. Gasser ready. Swing and a miss. He took a little off of that one. That one bottom dropped out of that one.
Yeah, he's leaning on the breaking ball here this last inning, and it is sharp and it is moving a lot.
1-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at first. Spencer Vlasic led off this inning with a long single, and he's been there ever since. And a 1-1 pitch from Gasser to Kane on the way. Outside.
That one just broke a little bit too much.
2-1 the count.
As the moans and groans continue.
Yeah, the ebbs and flows. Two and 1 the count, 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a foul tip
really
that got Becker. And it's now 2-2 to Riker Kane. Luke Gasser and the O'Fallon Panthers 1 strike away from a date Saturday morning with Belleville West.
Well, if you're one of those people who's superstitious and you're in that Kahok dugout, deuces are wild right now.
They are.
Start rubbing the bill of the hat, start shaking it.
Gasser's ready. Another 2-2 pitch to Riker Kane on the way. Outside, full count.
All right. Well, it comes down to this.
Payoff pitch. Vlasic should be off and running.
Nobody holding him at first.
Gasser's ready. Here's the pitch to Riker Kane, instead a step off by the pitcher Gasser.
And we'll reset and do it all again.
Sure. Here it is. Runner goes. Swinging a pop foul out of play. Hits a tree.
We got some debris, no ball.
Okay. I'm really not worried about my head. I should be worried about my computer.
Got some leaves coming down here.
Another 3-2 pitch from Gasser to Riker Kane. Is on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side to end the inning. And 11 strikeouts in this game for Luke Gasser. And the Collinsville Kahawks fall tonight by a score of 3-0. And their season comes to a close. And their record for the year will end up at 13-17. And that brings us in to our post-game show, brought to you by my good friend Dr. Chris McCluskey at Chiropractic Works. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.